Guys, I got to show you the house. I'm going to try to get, if I can get up the money. Either this one here, or is it, or this one. This is the one I'd like to get. It's in Tidiuk, 450,000 on 1.5 acres. Built in 19, what is it, 64? 84. So it's a new house. The only thing it doesn't have the yard. It doesn't have a decent yard, but it has a heck of a view of everything inside the house. Look at that. I'd have to put rugs down for Kita because she'll slide all over the place on those hardwood floors. Yeah. I'm making a video, Amy. That's pretty slick there. Sliding door. I hope that's tile, not pergo. I guess this is the basement. Nice big garage. And that's where it sits next to the river. So let me see, he has what? 1.5 acres. So his land probably is a lot of woods. I don't know if I like that. It's a nice house, but where it sits, I don't know. So, okay, that's now the other one, this one here, this is in Tionesta for 374. This is on 2.7 acres. This is a newer house. This was built in 2001. Oh, my elbow. This is nice. Has a detached garage. We'll have to build a walkway to go to that, some kind of like a tunnel walkway. All pine interior. That'll need rugs on the floor as well. Have to get a hood there for the stove, because that's a filtered hood. That's not an exhaust hood. This is the one I'd like to have this one here. I always wanted an old pine home. That's the basement. Hell, I could live in the basement. Gun safe, I got one of them. Let me take a look at that box again. Looked like they had a generator set up for the box. This is nice. I guess that's probably the loft, the attic. Oh no, wait a minute. What? That can't be the attic. It doesn't have an attic. Oh, that's the garage. Okay. Garage is going to need insulated, especially up there. There you are. And that's where that sits, guys. Sits all by itself in the woods. That's what we want. Be away from all the crazy people. Walk right outside the house, shoot the AKs. As long as there's no homes around, built. You can have like a little mound of dirt and shoot your AKs in a mound. As long as there's no homes around, no one should. Nobody should complain. But that one with the pine, all the pine inside, that's the one I'd like to have. Because the other one, I don't like where it sits. I just don't like where that sits at all. So that's what I'd like to have. And yeah, Tionesta is probably about, I think it's about 70 miles from here. So it's not really that far from Pittsburgh. And I could still keep my doctor. The only bad thing about Tionesta is they have one little wee grocery store, and I mean it's a tiny little grocery store. So if you wanna go to like a big grocery store, I'll show you guys on a map. You have to travel about 15 miles. So let me bring it up. I'll show you where the stores are around Tionesta. Okay, that's where Tionesta is with Pittsburgh. And right now I'm actually right there where my cursor is, and that's where Tionesta is. Tionesta is actually along the river. So for grocery stores, where is Tionesta at? I lost it. I lost it, guys. Oh man, that's not it. Where the hell did it go? I know Sugar Creek is up above. Oh man, I lost it. Oh my God. Anyway, Howler's General Store. All right, that's where Tynest is. So, how about gas stations? Anyway, there's not too much around it. It doesn't look like it. Okay, Keystone Gas Station. Looks like the only gas station. Piece of Joe's, a little diner. Yeah, there's not much there. So that's the only bad thing about it. But that's the price you pay to get away from the crazy people. It's peace and solitude and survival. You can survive there. Okay. You don't have to worry about going out and getting shot at or road rage or even tailgated. I don't even think people tailgate up there. People up there, they're not going to push you down a road like they do here in Pastberg. And most of all, the people are friendlier people, or I should say friendly, okay, because they're not friendly around here. Up in Tionesta, people are friendly. The only problem for me is it's going to take me probably about 6 months for me to get rid of my jagoffness. Because, see, when you live near Pittsburgh, guys, you become a jagoff. It's in the air, it's in the water. You breathe it in, you drink it in, and you instantly, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks of living in the Pittsburgh area to turn into a complete and utter callous jagoff. So after about 6 months, it takes about 6 months for the jagoffness to completely get out of your system. And you'll once again turn into a good human being. Unlike unlike people in my past family that keep a death from us and to keep a birth from us. Actually, a couple births from us. And they don't do that up in Tionesta. But that's the house I'd like to get. I like to have that pine one. If I get that pine one, guys, there'll be a few things that change. And yes, and yes, I'm trying to lose some weight. I have a treadmill. I'm going to bring my treadmill up here as soon as what I have to do is I'm going to get rid of a recliner I have. In order for me to get rid of the recliner, I have to cut the recliner up. And where the recliner was, I'm going to put my treadmill in there because I am letting myself go. I am getting out of shape. And since it's just right now, it's like zero up here. It's literally zero. You know, I've got her. I've gotten away from walking my dog like I used to. I used to go out every single day. Now it's like once a week or once every 2 weeks. So I think I gained about 15 pounds over the winter. And that's got to go. I got to lose that. There's no question about it. Okay, I'm looking. There is a Giant Eagle supermarket in Titusville, but there's let me see how about this Sharp. What is this? Sharp Shopper. Okay, I've never even heard of that. That's in Knox, PA. I guess that's near town. I don't even know where Knox is, to be honest with you. It's probably close. I don't know. So yeah, that's the problem with Tionesta. But you don't go up there for that, guys. You move up there to get away from the crazy people. That's why most of the people go up there. They get away there because it's a getaway, and you have to like nature if you go up there. And yes, it snows a little bit more also, but that's why most people go up there to get away from the crazy people of Allegheny County, the callous, heartless people, the jagoffs. As a matter of fact, they're beyond jagoffs. They're callous and heartless, soulless human beings in Allegheny County. They raised our property tax by 36% in one lump sum. Okay? People are going to have a hard time meeting that. There's going to be a lot of people that can't pay that. What a lot of people do is they'll dump that on a card. They'll put that on a credit card. And that'll take care of the problem temporarily. Okay? Then next year they'll do the same thing. And what'll happen is they'll max their card out just with property tax, and they'll no longer be able to put the property tax on a card, and they'll default on their card, and they won't be able to pay their property tax. And it takes a while for the county sheriff to evict you from your own home. It's a long process. It takes a while. But if you don't pay your property tax in Pennsylvania, the county sheriff does have the power to evict you from your own home. That's what they do here. They don't care if you're old. They don't care if you have children. They don't care if you have animals. They don't care. And that's what they do. That's why Tionesta is in Forest County. Forest County has the lowest property tax in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, Allegheny County isn't the highest, but it's right up there. Let me get a list here. I'll see which ones are the highest. Okay. Allegheny County is 2553. Chester County is actually 41 something. See, Forest County right here is 860. Monroe is 3454. York County, that's where Gettysburg is 2574. Pike is 2900. So the highest one is I think is Monroe, right? 3454. Or no, Chester County is the highest. I wonder where Chester County is. I wonder if that's Philadelphia. So Philadelphia is in Philadelphia County. And Allegheny County, their property tax is more than Philadelphia. Way to go, Allegheny County. Way to go. Way to go. But what I have heard is the property tax in York, PA, and in Gettysburg is way up there. You see, what they do here, guys, is every time the counties need something, they just lay it on they just lay it right up. They just go right upside your face with more property tax. That's all they do. That's all they do. They don't try to give it any thought. They don't try to get donations. They don't try to have some kind of a program where they could generate money. They just go right upside your face with a left or right hook, just bam, bam, like that, just right upside your face. And you just lay more property tax on the hard-working poor people around here, on the lower middle class. That's all they do. And that's why, as a result, a lot of people leave Allegheny County. They move. Allegheny County has lost, I think, literally something like 3 million people since 1970. The Pittsburgh area has lost over 1.5 million people since 1970. And what they did is they mostly all moved out to the North Hills here, where I am. So, Pittsburgh's property tax used to be high. Now it's actually low. And the property tax around where I live here in the North Hills is higher, where it used to be lower, but now it's higher because everybody from Pittsburgh moved here. And you know why. I don't want to make this video racial, but that's why most of the people moved into the North Hills here. So I think we have about 3 more weeks of winter, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to get the Harley out. Hopefully. What I'm going to buy is I think it's called SL1000 foamy. It's an engine and surface cleaner. I'm going to spray the whole bike down and underneath it with that, and the wheels with that. I used that before. It's actually made for engines that have the black finish like the Heritage has. So I'm going to spray it completely down with that. And then we'll hose it off, let it dry, then I'll take it out. So I'll tell you one thing I am thinking of doing to that. I'm thinking of taking the passenger seat off, and I have that piece of leather that goes over the rear fender, and I'm thinking of removing the sissy bar backrest, because the problem when I get on it, I have to put my leg over the rider's seat, the main seat, over my seat, because if I try to throw my leg over the back, I'll get a Charlie horse by lifting my leg up that far. I'll get a real bad muscle spasm in my hamstring. But see, guys, if once you take these parts off these bikes, man, then you're gonna have the part laying around, and eventually it's gonna get rusted out or it's gonna get damaged. That's the problem with that. I still have a lot of big dog parts just laying around. I still have the owner's manual. I have the owner's manual. The owner's manual right here. I have the owner's manual. I have, I think I actually have 3 cone filters for that. I have the original air filter for that and the bracket. I think I have like 3 sets of brake shoes for it. I have the rear rotor for that. I still have those skeleton hand mirrors, those rear ones. I'm going to hang on to those for a little while longer. And what else do I have? I think I have something else for it too. I can't remember. But I'm thinking of holding on to all that stuff. And I used to sell that stuff on eBay, but man, eBay is it's a big hassle. So I'm going to hold on to all that stuff for a little while longer. So as for Trump, guys, you got to give him a chance, and maybe he means well. Okay, there's been a lot of people seeing all the firings he's doing, all the people he's firing, all the programs he's going into. Maybe the man's right. Okay, maybe he's right. You got to give the cat a chance. Because I listen to I think it's called Media's Touch on YouTube, and I'll listen to MSNBC, and all they do is talk smack. Okay, then if you listen to Fox News, everything they're talking about is regarding him is right. You listen to Fox News, everything's right. You listen to MSNBC, everything's wrong. Uh, who you can believe? Who you can believe?